What's up YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. So this is something I get asked about a lot. And it's how can I lose my belly fat while gaining my booty or gaining muscle? So this is kind of complicated to answer, so I thought I'll just make a video on it and answer all in one so you guys can understand. So to quickly answer that question, it's basically yes and no. I know, that doesn't really mean anything at this point. But I'm going to explain why I said yes and no. The reason why I said yes is because when you never worked out in your life, when you never even stepped into a gym, you never really barely worked out, you can do both at the same time. It's called Newbie Gains. So if you are a true beginner and you really never worked out or follow through an actual strength training program, you can possibly do both at the same time, just because, you know, it's a lot going on and your body doesn't know exactly what's happening. So like the first year or so, you may be able to do both at the same time. So if you never worked out, take advantage of this phenomenon, of this Newbie Gains, because you're going to make the most gains during this time. And that's something that I really didn't know when I first started working out, so it took me a little bit longer, but yeah, I should have definitely taken advantage. So I'm telling you, take advantage. You're going to build muscle a little bit faster and be able to lose fat at the same time. The reason why I said no is because after a year, you're not going to be able to do that anymore. Your body kind of realizes what's happening, so you're going to have to do either one or the other. Now this comes down to your diet. So let's talk about deficit and surplus and what cutting and bulking is. What is a caloric deficit? So basically it's when you're burning more calories than what you consume on a daily basis. Now when you're in a deficit, you're going to be burning fat or losing weight, depending on your macros. So the reason why you can't gain muscle in a deficit is because your body cannot synthesize protein at the same rate that is degrading it. And the only way to reverse that is when you're in a surplus. So now what is a surplus? A surplus is when you're intaking more calories than what you're burning on a daily basis. So that's going to help you build muscle because of the protein synthesis, and it's going to help you gain some weight. So after a year or so of training, you don't have those Newbie Gains anymore. You're going to have to pick a side. So it's either going to start bulking first. That's when you're going to be in a caloric surplus to gain muscle mass and to gain some weight. Or you're going to be in a cutting phase. That's when you're caloric deficit to lose some body fat or lose some weight. So you have to choose which one you're going to do first. And I get a lot of questions on what should I do first. And it's hard for me to say because it all comes down to you, how you feel, and a lot of other factors. What I can tell you is if you do have some excess body fat, let's say in your stomach, it will be a lot faster for you to see results when you go on a cutting phase first, because it's a lot easier and faster to cut body fat than it is to build muscle, because body fat basically is going to shrink. And when it comes to muscle building, it needs time to repair, tear, repair, and grow. So it takes a lot more time, especially us women, because we don't have as much testosterone as men do. So it's going to take a lot longer for us to build muscle. So if you have some excess body fat, you may want to just go on a cutting phase first, because you're going to see results a lot faster, lean down, and then you can go on a bulk. When you start bulking, depending on how high your surplus is, you may gain some fat as well. So it might be easier to cut down your body fat, get as lean as you want first, and then you can go on a bulk so you don't add any excess body fat to what you already have, if that makes sense. What you can also do is go on a lean bulk. So that basically means just eating a little bit over maintenance level. That way you'll be able to build muscle slowly without gaining too much excess body fat. Because when you're, let's say this is your maintenance level with calories and you're eating just above it, you're not going to intake so many calories where your body's not going to need it and store it as fat. But if you intake a lot of calories, your body's only going to use some of it for muscle building and the rest is probably going to be stored for fat. So it's up to you what you want to choose, if you want to go on a full-on bulk or if you want to do like a lean bulk. But if you want to lose some body fat but you're scared of losing the booty and the muscles that you've been working so hard for, you can go on a slight deficit. So basically, coming back to that maintenance level, you're going to be eating a little bit under that maintenance level. So you're just a little bit in a deficit, so you're still going to be able to maintain your muscle and slowly lose some body fat. So when you're in a slight surplus or a slight deficit, it is going to be a slower process because you're kind of in a gray area, but it's a good way to do it without really messing with too much with your muscle gains or messing too much with, you know, gaining too much fat, if that makes sense. But if you want to really see results, you should always focus on one thing. Just go for it, you know. So you can always just go on a full bulk and then cut afterwards, and that's what I did. I went on a full-on bulk for a couple of months, and then when I reached my goal, my weight goal, then I went on a cut. And right now I'm still kind of cutting, but I'm kind of in like a slight deficit, if you know what I mean. So I'm kind of in the gray area. I'm really happy with where I'm at with my body, but I just kind of want to lower my body fat just a little bit. So hopefully this cleared up some things for you guys, because I know it can be extremely confusing with what to do, where to start. But if you guys are really interested in going on a full-on bulk, gaining weight, really putting on muscle mass and getting a curvier body, I do have my Curvy in 30 challenge that's going on right now. It's going to be available for a limited amount of time. It will end May 1st. So May 1st will be the last day for you to purchase the Curvy in 30 and the last day to enter into the challenge. I highly suggest for you guys to check it out. Go to transformyourbody.com. It's only $7 to join, and there's so much information. It's about 90 to 100 pages in there of really good information. It has 30 days of workouts, grocery list, food guides, supplement guide, and a private Facebook group where you guys be able to talk to each other, really encourage each other. And I'll be doing live Q&As in there, and also you guys get to win, you know, grand prizes. You guys have a chance to win $250 grand prize, and weekly pop-up challenges where you guys have a chance to win $25 gift card to either Lululemon, Forever 21, Nike, or GNC, and so much more. So yeah, go to transformyourbody.com. All the information is there. I highly suggest for you guys to take advantage of this. It's really gonna help you start your journey with your weight gain and muscle building and getting a curvier body. I'll be able to really hold your hand and help you out throughout this journey. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys got a lot of information out of this video. Comment below any questions you guys have or any requests for any future videos. I will see you guys next time. Bye guys.